Hello, and welcome to the fourth session of our Trail of Cthulhu scenario, the Dance in the Blood, part of the set of scenarios called The Final Revelation. We left the previous session last time with our heroes having encountered some disturbing activities taking place around the old schoolhouse in the village of Mainstay. They had returned home and got what might pass for a good night's sleep before Jonesy, who got up first, he being a bright and early sort of person, was sat in the bar room, and Geoffrey started to leave the building. Before I go any further, I'll quickly get everyone to introduce themselves again. B.
Hi, I'm B. I play Helen Long, a tempestuous, surreal artist.
Bruce.
Hi, I'm Bruce. I'm playing Dr. Michael Laws on a jaunt to relax himself over the weekend after a busy month of work.
Nick.
Viscount Hillary Exeter, socialite and dabbler at your service.
Andy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Andy.
I
I'm
love it.
playing Rosa Parker, who is an antiques dealer who's up in the Lake District to buy some antiques.
And Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm playing Jonsey, a gentleman of the road and now a stalwart drinking companion of our beloved Viscount.
Because he drinks
Okay.
and he has money.
Yeah.
He pays for it, so...
Yeah.
Okay, this morning broke. It's well past dawn now, and the sky has decided to open. The rain that has been threatening for some time is now coming out in fair sheets. As each of you awakens, you hear the thrumming of rain on the cars outside, the thrumming of rain on the roof, and the runnel of water running down the outside of the building. You're all in the Leewood Inn in Mainstay, and Jonesy was up first. You, of course, haven't actually stayed in the inn. You've managed to arrange yourself alternative accommodations in return for work. But you've managed to sweet talk your way in and are taking an early breakfast before the rest of the crowd comes downstairs. You are just enjoying some fried bread and bacon when an Ada is standing behind the bar, just sort of tidying up and cleaning, making it ready for the day and making way for the breakfast rush in the kitchen. And all is quiet apart from the rain. The door to the accommodation pops open, and there's Geoffrey. He looks haggard. He's pale as a ghost. His dark hair is lank about. Doesn't look like he's slept at all. He's been sweating. He looks really, his suit, though he hasn't done me very well since you've met him, but he's looking really quite dishevelled. And looking very poorly is he, and he almost staggers past you into the room and starts making his way directly towards the door out. As he goes, he turns to you and says, "You're a friend of Geoffrey's, aren't you? Just tell him I've got to go. He'll understand where."
No,
And as
no.
he says that he sort of gestures towards you, and you see his hand, and there's something really badly wrong with his index finger on his right hand. It's like it's become jointless, and it's the wrong colour.
No. Take a seat.
Easy
You
looking.
look. You take a seat. I will go and get your brother. We shall wake up, and then we shall proceed to where you need to go. You don't look in any fit state to do anything, dear chap.
No,
Get
I have
some
to
fried
do this.
bread.
I have to go, and Geoffrey has to. Michael has to do his part, and so do you. And he staggers further towards the door. Staggers. He pulls himself together a bit.
Yeah.
And he's tucked his hand into his jacket now, and he makes his way towards the door.
I'm going to go to the stairs, bottom of the stairs that leads to the accommodation, and just shout up, like 2 or 3 times, Michael!
Michael, you hear shouting from downstairs.
And then I'm going to head to follow Geoffrey and try and stop him from leaving if possible.
Okay, you run out into the rain. He's walking towards his car, a reasonably nice model, and he's got the key out. Are you going to try and physically restrain him?
How far ahead of me is he?
You reach his car before you, unless you run.
Yeah, I want to run and get in front of him and actually put myself between the door and him. And say,
Out of the way!
You're in
Out
no
of the way! He says.
You're in no state to drive. You're in no state to drive. Give me the keys. I will drive.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah.
We were up late, weren't we, Chris, last night, dealing with
You were, yes.
pigs and other such lovely
Yes.
things. So I'm probably still fast asleep. So I'm rousing, sort of waking myself up for the next crisis that's kind of occurring, and trying to get myself awake.
Okay. Helen, Rosa, and Hillary. What do you hear the shouting from downstairs? It wakes you as well.
I'm for sure busybody. I think is Helen and Rosa sharing a accommodation? Can't remember.
Very likely.
Were, yes, I think we
Isn't
were.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I
Who's that?
I go. I don't know. It sounded like Jonesy. And then I'm going to. I think that I'd be sort of like somewhat dressed. So I just slip on sort of a coat and whatnot, and just go to the top of the stairs to see maybe the back end of Jonesy leaving, and seeing like if I can follow after to see what's happening. She's a busybody.
I'm going to go to the window that overlooks the street.
Okay.
So therefore, I'm assuming I'm going to see Jonesy chasing after Geoffrey.
Yeah, you see what's going on outside. Helen, you run downstairs, but by the time you get there, the door's closing.
Mm. I'll
Ada's come sort of out and standing behind the bar, looking slightly surprised.
What happened?
Oh,
Where's
that
Jonesy gone?
gentleman, that the nice Dr. Law's brother. He came downstairs and left. Jonesy chased after him.
Oh, they just left. I'll be back. And I go and open the door to see what I can see. I'm not going to run out because it's raining. But I am going to open the door and stick my head out, see if I can see what's happening.
Okay, Hillary, how about you?
I'm going to be staggering down the stairs, trying to put my last shoe on, probably shirt half unbuttoned,
Okay.
Dishevelled, sort of hopping down the stairs, trying not to break my neck as I sort of trip over my own shoelaces.
Hillary, what are you up to?
I will stagger down the stairs, hearing all the commotion,
Okay.
hungover.
There's a bit of staggering down the stairs. Michael, you're doing your best to get yourself moving as you try to get a bit of haste going. Meanwhile, Jonesy, you run ahead of him, run ahead of Geoffrey, and put yourself between him and the car door. He shoves you to try and get you out of the way.
That sounds like it's just going to start as a bit of a scuffle.
It is
I
going to
don't
start a
want him to
scuffle,
leave.
yes.
Yeah. I literally want to, if he's, say he's reaching for me.
Right,
Or
okay,
push,
how are you
yeah.
doing this?
I'm just going to, if he's reaching for me, I'm going to go for him and to push him back as well. So it's a like mutual push.
Okay.
So
What you do here is you go to the scuffling section. You spend as many points as you want to by pressing the plus and minus buttons.
Yeah.
Then you press the dice roll button next to it.
Yep. I'm just going to do one, I think. And I get a 1. Yeah.
Right. Okay, right. He gives you a hard push that, with surprising strength, bowls you backwards and you land on your ass.
Yeah. Actually, just shout out again. Hello.
You take it inflicts 1 point of health damage on you. Just that's mainly from you falling onto the hard cobbles. And he fumbles his key into the car's lock, the lock of the car, and starts to open the door.
Can I just get up and like launch myself into him so he closes the door. So I'm like
Yes, you
almost,
can.
yep. So I'm like almost pinning him against the car.
Okay.
And now that I know how strong he is, I'm going to spend a couple more points on that.
Okay.
I would just basically try to buy some time.
Well, good enough. Okay, right. You managed to pin him again. Slam the door shut, so he's on the outside of it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Michael, you've just run outside. Helen, you're witnessing this from the door. You said you aren't going outside. You are kind of wearing a dressing gown and night clothes. So, Michael, you stagger downstairs. You got one shoe on and your jacket. You're holding your jacket.
Be you
Um,
muted then? You were muted.
Still muted.
Just wait
Oh,
for.
Just while she's sorting that out, just say I'm bringing up the rear, and I am. Rosa is in a very long flannelette nightie. She's put her shoes on, put her coat over the top, and she's carrying Helen's coat. And Rosa's got her big. She's got this massive handbag. She's got that as well.
Okay, right.
Hillary is going to check his pockets to see if he has any alcohol on him, and if he doesn't, he's gonna go get some real quick and then go and see what the commotion's about.
Okay. She hands you a small bottle of something herbal and strong, and
Good,
puts it on your
just the
tab.
way I like it. Horrible
Just
and
hold on.
strong.
Is that better, Helen?
Hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes.
We can hear.
Yes, we hear you.
You could. Okay. Sorry. My for some reason my computer keeps doing this.
Okay. We'll keep an eye. Don't forget to wave frantically if you're saying things and I'm not responding to them. Okay. Right, Michael, you rush out and find Jonsey, who's scuffling with Geoffrey around his car.
Jonesy, Jeff, what's going on?
Let me go! Let me go! Screams Geoffrey, and he tries to sling you away.
Yeah, Jonesy, what are you doing?
He needs you as a doctor, not as a brother. He is not well. Look at his hands. Look at his hands.
He hits you. Oh no, that's what quite. He hits you unexpectedly hard. He smacks you. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Hard as you're trying to hold him back. You're distracted by talking to Michael for a second. And he catches you with a left uppercut right on the jaw, knocks you backwards, and does 6 points of health damage to you. It makes your ears ring.
I am.
No, sorry, 5, not 6.
5. I am going to be dazed and I'm out of it for now.
I mean, he's my brother, so I would give him a bravo. Good shot, old bean. But
Okay.
I'll immediately rush over to Jonesy and looking at Geoffrey to see what's going on with him, but attending to Jonesy just to see what the if anything I can do, render first aid, hold the nosebleed, make sure he's okay.
Okay, right. He's in a bad way. He might have you think he's avoided a fracture, but he's
Jesus.
possibly taken a bit of a concussion. He's definitely got the bruises. Felt that.
That was a
Meanwhile, Geoffrey piles into the car and switches the engine on.
I'll sort of shout at Geoffrey through the door. Geoffrey, what's going on? Why did you hit him?
The ritual. You must do the ritual. He calls at you. Puts the car into gear and starts to pull it away.
What ritual? He says to a fleeing car. I'll turn back to Jonesy. I'm not going to chase after a car in one shoe in the rain.
Right. You got some first aid or something, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I've got 10 points in that.
Okay. If you take him back into the what are you doing?
Well, I'll an assessment if he needs like medical attention and like a first aid kit or something. Then I'll take him back into the pub and dash upstairs and get my bag.
Okay. You drag him back into the pub, and get him sat down. He's a bit concussed, but you go to your bag and produce some smelling salts and some unguents, and you can spend medicine points, not medicine, sorry, first aid points on a 2-for-1 basis to improve health. So you spend 1, you improve
Holy
his
crap.
2 health.
Okay.
It's quite generous in this respect.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Right.
I can spend
If you spend
2
a
first
point,
aid.
if you spend a point of first aid, then you give him 2 of his health points back.
Ah, okay. And he took 6, did he?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll spend 3 points and get him back to full health.
He's able to. Yeah, it was mainly a sort of mild case of daze, possibly mild concussion, but by sitting you down, perhaps making you lie down on the bench and smelling salts and painkiller, he's able to bring you back up to full health again, or functionally full health. You've still got a nasty bruise appearing on the side of your head.
It's the magic smelling salts.
What's going on?
Geoffrey came down, not in a good way, sweating, dazed, confused, and his finger on his hand was all boneless.
Did you stay up last night drinking? I smell his breath. Can't smell anything over the smelling
Breath
salts.
predominantly smells of
That's
bacon
not
and
the point
eggs.
here.
Yeah. just the usual amount. Although I have to say, his lordship was most kind, but still, just the usual amount. No. Ask Ada. He was not in a good way. He was quite perturbed. And he
Aye,
said-
that's right. She says he was very. He didn't look well. Didn't look well. Wasn't himself. Usually such a polite gentleman. Oh, Eddie's gone a bit Somerset there, hasn't she?
Yeah.
I'll check Jones's eye for sort of concussion or delirium.
No, he seems okay.
Well, I've received a few left uppercuts from my brother in the past, and he does have a mean left hook.
Yes, that's very true. But if I was actually having a fight, it might have gone quite differently. But I was just trying to keep a sick, delirious gentleman from leaving the care of his brother and doctor.
He said something about perform the ritual as he was leaving.
Is there anybody else in this downstairs
Is
area where
Ada
we
still
are?
there?
That's Ada who's listening in.
Yeah.
Can I distract Ada by asking for some stuff behind the bar, like a really obnoxious drink that might take her away to?
Oh, I shall come and
You can,
join
like-
you and say to Ada, breakfast for 5, please.
I'd say it's
Yes.
5:30 in
I
the
think-
morning.
What time
I'll
of the
have
morning
an
is it?
absinthe, please.
I was imagining it was about 6:30.
Yeah.
No, that's because that's to me that's early, but in actual fact, for people in the 1930s, it probably wasn't.
Oh.
Probably about right, actually. Depends what time of year. Yeah, I think me and Rosa are trying to distract Ada away from the conversation whilst, so that she doesn't overhear anything supernaturally.
Let me just check something. No, I think you're fine. No technical anything required. Yeah, you distract her. You can see she pays attention to you. Well, perhaps still trying to look around and see what's going on, but
Yeah.
you between
Well, I'm
two
trying
of
to
you is able.
So Helen gets her to get a drink, but I then try and send her back to the kitchen to go and make breakfast.
Okay, that's a good idea. Right. Okay, she's kind of gone then, making big pots and pans are clanging.
More
Right.
enjoyed the conversation.
What ritual? I mean, some of us have.
That's what he said to me as he was driving off.
But some of us.
I mean, I thought maybe he's referring to, maybe old school stuff, the silly things we used to do as kids, but maybe something more serious.
So add a character. I can't remember we've talked about the dreams that each of us had to each other on.
Yes, you have.
We have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you have.
So
And
remember.
You had the dreams, and also last night you saw the twins doing something very similar to the pig, or having done something very similar. The dance where the pig was cut.
Okay.
So do you remember I had that dream, and that seemed to be about performing a ritual. So
Yes.
He was referring to last night and the pig.
No, Michael. I think he's saying that he's going to. This is all the things are connected, aren't they? They're or anything to do with our bloodline, I suppose. Our family seems to be around this performance of a ritual.
we
But we
need to
don't
go
actually
to Maiden
believe that
House.
poppycock, do we?
Well, you know, there's more to the
I mean,
world than what we see of it.
I disagree.
Well, you
But
can.
he believes it.
Oh, well, yes. Now that is a fair enough comment.
Yeah. So we know where he's going to be, and he may want us to do this thing, even if nothing happens. So for the good of your brother, I think that's a most splendiferous idea.
We should
Then
go
I'll
after him.
Then I'll just give. I'll actually just turn and wink at the ladies. Yeah. I'm not going to make
Wolf
it.
shakes her head.
I'm not. I'm not going to make it subtle at all. So
I thought we were going to Maiden House today on Maiden Moor.
Well, if
Well,
what
yeah,
you're
but
saying,
Geoffrey's got
might
off.
be
I think we
heading
should.
there.
If he's going to be doing something stupid in the middle of the rain at the top of a hill trying to perform some sort of ritual, not only is he going to get himself sick, but he might get himself hurt.
How have we? I didn't think any of us had brought a car here. Didn't we get the
It's
bus?
walking
There are
distance.
cars in the village. You have credit rating. You have various persuasion skills.
Where did
Hillary?
do we know where Geoffrey's going?
In your
He said-
dreams, you all saw a stone circle, which Helen has actually drawn a picture of. It's funny, but now you're thinking about it and you're talking about it, Hillary. But you're pretty certain that you know where it is.
Hmm.
Ah, excellent. Well, now we just have to procure a vehicle. I
In
can
the
try.
best of British explorers. Ah, excellent.
Yeah.
So we want to go and try and get. So we're going to try and get a vehicle, find a vehicle, and go after Geoffrey then.
I am.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
we have to see what happens.
Well, we should
Might as well.
hurry up. I think we need to get dressed as quickly as possible. I'll go and ask Ada to turn that breakfast into bacon sandwiches. Take away with us.
That is
Wonderful
And
idea. I run
we-
upstairs.
We're going to need something to restrain Geoffrey, I feel. He's not himself.
What are you thinking?
Well, I don't know if anybody has anything suitable. I mean, rope at
I
worst,
mean-
but
Does the doctor have any? Would the doctor have anything?
if you have preparedness, then you well actually hold on. Jonesy, you know where you can get your hands on some rope. You've
Just
been
about to
doing
say.
work around the village for the last few days.
rope and a bit of wire isn't an issue.
yeah, but I think maybe you were suggesting something like chloroform or some other sedative.
Or a straitjacket?
Ah,
Yeah, I was about to also suggest a straitjacket.
You
I
don't know
think
where
a
you can
village
secure one of
doctor is
those.
have one, unless
Yeah.
he's
Shame.
otherwise entertaining himself.
And I'm afraid this is probably a step beyond preparedness skill.
Yeah. Listen, I'm good, but I'm not that good. Okay. So,
No.
rope it is.
I think if we're going after Geoffrey, speed is of the essence. So let us get
Yes.
ready quickly. Jonesy, you're dressed. If you go and get some rope then, and let us get moving as quickly as possible. We need to secure a vehicle. Out of character, I am right. We all came by bus, apart from Hillary, who got a taxi here, I think.
And I walked.
And
Yeah,
you walked.
I got a taxi.
So we don't actually. We may have vehicles back in Keswick. Actually, I think only Michael's got a vehicle back in Keswick because I certainly got the train here.
Yeah, you did.
I
think
don't
most
know
of
how
you
Helen got here. Have you got a car?
Train.
Train as well. So the only car we have is Michael's, but that's back in Keswick.
Hmm.
Well, the pub owns a small van that would fit all of you. though some people would have to ride in the back.
Okay. I will go to the pub owner and basically just put a handful of cash on the table. I would like to rent your van
Um,
for the
so
for
she
the
comes
day.
out of the kitchen, sort of holding toast that she's in the middle of buttering, and sorry.
I would like to rent your van for the day.
Well, I was going to ride into town to pick up a couple more kegs. Then she looks at the amount of money you've slapped down and goes, "But I'm sure we got stock that'll last till tomorrow. I'm sure that'll be fine."
Excellent.
She takes the money and says, "But make sure you got it returned by this afternoon, though."
Absolutely.
And I shall
I
say
turn
to him,
to
Mark
I
off
turn
two
to
credit.
yeah.
Mark off 2 credit rating. Not that it makes
Okay.
much odds at this
Yep.
stage. But
Yep.
and make those please bacon sandwiches to go. And then
yeah,
I'm
she's
rushing.
done that. She's doing that.
I'm rushing
10 minutes
upstairs to get
later,
dressed.
10 minutes later, you're all assembled, dressed, and ready. A paper bag full of bacon sandwiches is in your hands, and you've got the keys to the pub's van. When I say van, it's more of like a small truck. It's sort of open back.
Gotcha.
Room for 2 in the cab, and the rest of you standing in the back or sitting in the back.
Helen's got her medium-sized notebook with a bunch of charcoal in her pocket,
Okay.
and also her small camera, which is hanging around her neck. Her
Okay.
preparedness is apparently going on an art trip.
Okay.
Rosa is going to climb into the driving seat.
Okay.
I shall drive, and I think Helen, as another lady, you should go in the front.
Very good.
Thought Hillary was sort of OC. Thought Hillary was.
Oh, I'm just taking. No, Hillary's paid for it. I'm just
Oh,
taking
okay, fair.
control. Is
Fair.
Hillary going in the front or the back?
Yeah. I'll go in the
Rosa's
front,
being
obviously.
bossy. By all means, push back.
Yeah, no. I mean, it works for me.
I just procured the transportation. What we do with it after I procure it is entirely up to you folks. I'll be in the back drinking.
Okay, if you just check out the map of Derwent Water, Manchester, if you take a look, you can see that there is a. You see where the village mainstay is at the bottom of Derwent Water, and there is what is on this a
Are you
road.
supposed to
But
be showing a map?
No,
I
we've
could
got
do
access
that.
to it.
You've got access to it, but tell you what, let me do
Oh.
that. That's
No, that's fine. That's okay.
there you go.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
see it?
Yeah.
Yep. I see it
So we-
clearly.
Take a look at the bottom end of Derwent Water. You'll see mainstay itself. You'll see that there's what's marked on this as a very substantial road going to the north, just next to the peak called Cat's Bells.
Is that the road that Geoffrey left on?
That's the road that Geoffrey left on. That's right.
Okay.
And Hillary, you know that instinctively you seem to realise that you need to follow this up as far as it will go. Then basically you follow Cat's Bells as it goes around to the left and down towards the little village called Little Town, which doesn't exist yet in the 1930s.
Okay. Well, I should drive. I actually have the driving skill.
Okay.
So can I try and make good time to catch up?
Yes, you can.
So
45 driving check to. You're quite a long way behind, but you can make some ground.
right. So if I
We're
put
going to have to make 2 driving checks on this. I'll tell you why in a second.
right, and the first one's difficulty 5.
Yep.
Right.
That's quite high. 5, it'll be all right.
So I think I pressed the plus twice to put 2 dice in, correct? Plus 2,
Yes.
plus 2 in. Right, and then I click on that. Oh, how do I roll it? Oh no, I think
Oh, game's paused.
Is it? There it is.
yeah. Sorry, I pressed the wrong.
Oh,
I pressed the
good,
driving
good,
skill,
good
not the
concept.
button to the
Right.
right. So that's a success.
You Make good speed. For the rest of your point of view, especially those of you riding in the back, as the rain is sleeting down onto you, it's made even worse by the frantic manoeuvrings of Rosa as she brings this old jalopy steaming up the road as fast as she can. No other traffic's encountered up here. It's kind of into the middle of nowhere. There's not much along here.
Probably hitting every
Yeah.
single pothole on the way down.
It's quite a rough ride, certainly. No, not bad. No, your driving's quite good. Then you reach a point at the top end of Cat's Bells, and there's a marked road going off to the left. However, this is just a track, and I want a second to check to make good speed down the track, and specifically not to lose the vehicle.
And what target number is this?
5 again.
5 again. I'm just going to put all my 3 remaining points in, so I'm going to use my entire drive skill. And that's still not enough.
Unfortunate. Right, you managed to take the vehicle, missed by 1. You managed to drive, driving quite fast down this track, as fast as you dare. The rain's making it a bit difficult to see at times, and it's a bit bendy and up and down as you go past the moor. About halfway down, you hit the final pothole. A really bad pothole that causes a massive crunch, and there's a very alarming sound coming from the drivetrain underneath you.
Is but I haven't crashed. I've just damaged the vehicle.
Yeah.
Damage the vehicle as in I can't. I've got to stop, or damage the vehicle and I'm slow. I'm slowed.
You're slowed, and as you go, it gives up a few minutes later. However, by the time it gives up, you can see Geoffrey's car parked a few hundred yards ahead of you, and you can see a small figure heading up towards the dell in the moor.
There he is.
Where? I'm in the back. I can't see anything.
Well,
Out.
plus we're probably all on
Open
top of
top,
each other.
remember?
And
Yeah.
You're also on top of each other in the front. Each give me an athletics check to avoid taking a single point of damage, just for amusement, really.
You trying to say something, B?
Athletics check.
Yeah, sorry, it was my thing keeps going. I was just going to say that I take out my camera and try and catch a snap of the hill with this figure running up it.
Okay, you catch a hill. Right, Michael, you
Yeah.
get take a nasty bruise and take a single point of health damage. Hillary,
Oh, are we all driving? Are we all?
No, I think you and I are fine. It's just the 3 in the back. We've got to athletics check.
got banged
Oh,
around
okay.
a bit by the pothole.
Oh,
Okay.
This is a trap more for tractors than.
gotcha.
So I'm rolling athletics to avoid injuries.
Just a single point, really.
Uh,
You see how to do it?
yeah. Just have to click on it. It's the correct one.
We've gone very quiet.
Your audio's gone.
Sorry, I'm muttering to myself. That was
That's
my
right.
bad.
So you
Uh,
yeah,
No,
you know
no,
how to do
talking.
this, right? You press the little plus next to athletics.
Yeah, yep.
To yeah,
Mhm.
and then the dice symbol to make the
Yep.
actual roll.
Yes, there we go.
Good enough, right? So just Michael, everyone else is okay if thrown around. You get a pile out of the vehicle once it's stopped, and yes, you can see Geoffrey, a man in a suit and inappropriate shoes, trying to make his way across the moor.
Well, I shall start striding after him.
yeah, I'll gather myself and leap off the back of the car and do the same.
I'll follow behind people, but Helen's in a little bit of awe, just kind of looking up at this top of the hill and
Is
following
it
after.
still raining?
Yes.
All right.
I've got
By the time you
Uh,
catch up with him, he's not moving terribly fast. But by the time you collectively catch up with him, probably one at a time, I'll go. I need to roll more dice, so I'm going to say Jones is probably the fittest. He gets there first, followed by Michael, and then everybody else in the small cluster behind. He's just pressing over a small ridge. There's a hidden dell inside of which there is a stone circle. You've heard it talked about already. Castle Rigstone Circle. What's that impression?
Castle Rig.
Yes.
Helen takes another photo. Sort of overlooking it. Does this look like what we saw in our dream?
Exactly, yes.
Exactly.
It's completely
Geoffrey,
familiar.
Geoffrey, wait up, man, wait up!
Thank God you came, he said. You can do it, can't you? You know what to do. He grabs you by the lapels and says, you know what to do!
I have no idea what to do. What are you talking about, man?
I'm dying in this body. You must release me.
Don't be ridiculous, man.
I'll go to the circle. You make ready. He starts starts moving towards the circle again.
I'm looking
I want-
round to see if there's anyone
Worse than I
else
thought.
around.
I'm just going to hold up the rope, point to it, and point to him.
Okay. Rosa, you look around. Nothing. Nobody. No.
Uh,
That's the two cars in the distance. Jeffrey's car's door's wide open.
I look at Jonesy and shrug and gesture. I guess we should get him.
It's
Yeah, I'm
worse.
gonna
It's
start.
worse than I thought. Sorry.
I'll tie a quick slip knot in it and try and hook it over his shoulders so his arms are trapped.
Are you going to lasso him?
No, because I'm not a cowboy. I'm literally tying a slip knot and dropping it over his head.
Okay.
That's
Gonna
it.
lasso him.
How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir? I am a Brit through and through. Jonesy is old British and will have nothing to do with those damn colonials.
I like to think that each line during that rant, we look away, the camera like pans away, pans
Yeah.
back, and you've got a different like cowboy accoutrement on you.
Yeah.
Like we look back
Yeah.
and you've got a cowboy hat. We look away
Yeah.
again. You look back, you've got chaps. We look away. We look back. You've got the boots and spurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You
I'm really
Between-
undermining the horror of the situation right now.
he's still got his hand tucked away.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's its own kind of horror.
Yeah. What
Sorry,
do you
Chris.
want
Sorry,
me
Chris.
to
Give me a scuffling again.
do? Scuffling.
Yes.
I was spending my last two. I was spending one of my last 2 points.
Difficulty's only 3 this time because he's not really paying attention to you.
I'm not going to spend it. No, I'm just going to roll flats. And of course, I roll the 1. Of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay, no, he wriggles free and starts to run away from you.
I
See, I'm not a
quickly
cowboy.
I quickly dive to like tackle him to the ground.
Okay, scuffling.
Yep. 2
All right, okay. Right, you manage to grab him and push him down towards the onto the wet, heathery ground, where he shouts and starts wriggling. But between the two of you, you're able to hold him down and you're able to secure his
Easy
hand.
there, old boy. Easy there. Let's all calm down and go back for a drink, yes?
Have I got any sedatives? Anything at all? Chloroform or laudanum or anything?
Oh yeah, well, actually, no. This is what you're supposed to do in this situation: is preparedness. Given that you've got a doctor's bag, it seems likely the preparedness target number is 3. Yes, you have.
I think I would administer some sort of sedative, probably. Well, we've got enough people if he's knocked out, so yeah, probably something like chloroform rather than laudanum.
Okay, right. Takes a surprising amount to knock him out.
Well, I'll be careful. I mean, he's my brother, so I'm going to be careful. I know
Yeah.
there are dangers to it, so maybe the first
Yeah.
attempt fails, and then I'll try with a bigger dose. Probably
Okay.
knock myself out.
If you spend the medicine point, then you can do it without any problems.
I don't have medicine.
Don't you?
No.
Wait.
Do you mean
Oh
first
yes, I
aid?
do. Sorry,
you
no,
have.
I saw it. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, right. You now have a tied up, semi-conscious Geoffrey, and you're standing on Maiden Moor,
While they
inside of Castle Rigstone Circle.
once they've got Geoffrey secured and they're sort of he's tied up and they're starting to administer stuff and so on, Rosa takes the opportunity to go and start studying the stone circle and looking at the stones.
Yeah.
I've got an
Okay.
archaeology skill. Can I use that to figure anything out?
You can. Hold on. It's definitely the one from your dreams. In actual fact, the landscape is same as it was in your dream as well. It's a Neolithic stone circle. You're able to determine that it's not of a conventional type. And in keeping with Stonehenge, it appears that the stones used to make it have come from somewhere else.
Does that cost me a point of archaeology?
No, that's just what you get for not spending our
Can I-
point of archaeology.
Can I spend a point?
There's no more. I'll tell you, there's no more information
Okay,
to be got here.
Right.
It's a stone circle, apparently.
In the
I
dream,
think we need to
sorry, go on,
go.
Bruce. So in the dream, wasn't there a pit,
A hole in the middle,
a
yes,
hole in the middle?
like a grave.
I'm going to go and look and see if there's fresh earth there or anything like that, or
No, there isn't, but it looks like there has been before. With your being an archaeologist, you're able to detect the telltale signs that a grave has been dug here before.
right. I think
Recently,
how recently?
recently, like a day, a month, a year.
6 years or so.
Right. I'm going to be babbling all this to Helen, who's with me from the sounds of it. Is your audio gone again, B?
Yeah.
Right.
I think you need to send that microphone back and go back to using headphones.
Okay.
Or dial
Just
in on
that.
your mobile. I just got headphones.
Ah,
Okay.
Jonesy, I think we should take Geoffrey back, get him out of this cold weather before he catches cold. If you wouldn't mind giving me a hand.
You
Most
just wait
assuredly.
a second for B to catch back up with us.
Sure. I am pointedly
Because B-
ignoring.
Is the one who has read Jack's journal.
Oh yeah. I am pointedly not looking at his finger on his hand for the moment. It's almost like a deliberate policy of avoiding it.
Okay, so you're actively in denial about what's happening.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Quite
There is a
difficult to keep
medical
your eyes off.
explanation for it.
I want to, doctor, do we still need to restrain him as well? Or would your chloroform be a long enough knockout so that he wouldn't be in trouble if we go back to the inn with him?
I'm not sure Bruce heard that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't know. I presume it's going to knock him out for a while. We can certainly tie him up, but I want to get him back into his room and in a warm bed.
B? Look at him.
It's swapping over from one thing to another.
Yeah, Discord can be a bit funny though. You might have to go into your settings and actually pick the right audio device.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we get there?
Sorry about the slight delay watching this. It's because B's actually the one who's playing the character that actually has the thing that they.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
are. Right.
can you guys hear me? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you're actually quite
Let's
loud
do
there.
that.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
Yay!
No,
No, that's
don't worry
fine.
about it, B.
That's fine. That's fine. That's great. I will just. I've got you turned up to 200%. That will explain it. Right.
I'll do it.
Okay, B. You
Yes.
have read Jack's journal.
Yes.
And included in it is some notes about the house that he owned. It is quite close to here.
Do
In
we-
fact, if you drive back along the road that you came to, you will be able to walk to it in a reasonably short time.
I I sort of show Rosa the notes and go, should we perhaps suggest to Michael to take his somewhere closer?
Well, we have a slight problem in that unless all 6 of us are going to fit in that car, we're a bit stuck.
We have his car.
That's what I meant. His
We
car.
have.
His car, because the
I
truck.
see.
Unfortunately, I think the truck may not be going very far again for a while.
Doesn't
can look at
Jonesy
it.
have any skill? Yeah, I was about to say, Jonesy seems like the man of the road. He probably can jig
I
something
can have a
up.
look. I can have a look, but I don't have any tools or jacks or
Yeah, that's kind of your problem,
anything.
really.
Yeah. I can tell you what's wrong with it. And if it's completely buggered
There's-
or
There's
not,
a small chance the van might have some tools in it.
Mm,
maybe.
Mm,
I'll
What can I-
have a look at it anyway.
But for the
mechanical
moment,
repair?
should we get as Michael, as Helen suggested, shall we take Geoffrey to the old house that Jack had?
I was going to take him back to the inn.
What in his car?
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
What happens when he wakes up? He's going to want to come back here.
Well, maybe, but I will give him. I'll give him a sedative, and once he's got it back in the warm, it might be time to seriously consider taking him to Keswick Sanatorium.
Oh, what are you going to explain to them? That your brother's got. Can I see his hand? Like, is his hand look like this worm thing?
You look at his hand, you see that where his index finger is, yeah, it looks like almost like the skin has peeled off like paper, leaving this, as I described before, a boneless, jointless appendage that looks almost worm-like in its nature. You see also that where his hand is kind of cracks starting to appear up from where the skin's coming off.
I think I sort of gesture to his hand, and I'm like, how are you going to explain this, Michael?
He said, looking up at the rain. Funny weather we're having.
Then
Is this something that would impact our sanity or stability?
You're in denial. Yes.
I think Helen and Michael are the complete opposites in this whole scenario. Helen's
you've frozen
fully
me again.
embracing the craziness, and Michael's fully in denial.
Yeah.
Would I reduce stability
No,
or sanity? No, you're fine. You're breaking up a little bit on the internet, but that's fine.
You can give me a check for 3 points of stability.
How do I
You're
do
still in
that?
denial, aren't you? You're not in denial anymore. You're seeing this.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, me.
And yes. Sorry.
Oh, she's literally waving it in my face, and there's very little I can do to avoid it unless I'm literally looking up at the sky, going,
That is
"Funny weather
correct.
we're having this time of year."
You are going to take 5 points if you fail a check. B, you're going to take 3 points if you fail a check.
There you go.
I just roll stability, and what do I need to roll?
You can spend stability points to avoid taking the loss.
What do I need?
4 or more.
How
Yeah,
do
but
we?
if I spend,
So if you
How do
spend
we...
3, Bruce, you guarantee you're not going to lose 5.
Yeah.
yay! Yeah, I'll
Oh, so
spend 3.
you can spend
Like any roll, you can spend stability points on your roll for stability, but they're obviously lost. But given that I'm losing 5, spending 3 seemed like a set. I'm still holding on to the last vestiges of my medical training and scientific method.
Okay. Meanwhile, Helen, how'd that go with you?
The die roll didn't.
She spent a point rather
Your,
than
you've got your
rolling it.
audio's gone B.
So
Helen, you've taken 3 points of stability.
well, she didn't roll it. She spent the point, so she needs to give herself the point back
Oh,
and
right.
then spend it and roll it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's better with 3 points. It's better not to bother spending. You just take a roll. Is it Discord playing up? Oh, God.
It is Discord playing up.
Just while they're studying this, Rose has got out the old exercise book and is reading. Then the wormy, slimy monsters under the earth came up that night, and they ate the little girl and up on her mummy and daddy, and they tore the house up and ate its bricks.
So there's 100% no chance we're taking Geoffrey anywhere near that house, right?
That was in an exercise book in the school.
Was this your flattery oratory to try and convince me to take Geoffrey to?
No, you'd already said that. There's absolutely no way. I'm not trying to say. I've given up on that.
Sorry, I'm coming in and out, but that's all I could do to fix it for the moment until I figure out
Yeah.
what's going on with Discord.
It's all right. Sounds good.
So
Okay, give me
I
what
think
the plan is then.
So
I failed the stability, I think.
So
Is
you
that
lose
right?
3 points of
Is it what
stability.
I
That's
lose 3 points.
3-point
1,
loss.
2, 3. Okay, so I'm down to 1.
Oh
That's
God!
okay.
Oh,
To
come
be
on.
fair, Helen probably doesn't seem much different. She's just in her mind, things are just super chaotic, and she seems really intent on drawing and photographing, probably annoyingly often. And she's almost away with the fairies a little bit now, where she's like staring at this stone circle and not really helping with the decision making process.
So like a mania, she's gone. She's. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing now as a group? I need to move things on a bit.
Yeah, so I'm going to get Geoffrey. I'm going to help Jones. Hopefully, Jones is going to help me take Geoffrey down to Geoffrey's car.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll follow
We'll get him installed in the back.
in a daze.
I'll actually make sure his hands are tied in front of him, and his arms are onto his body, and that's it. So I still want to be able to
Okay,
walk.
so Geoffrey's in the passenger seat, Michael is driving, and the 3 of you are sitting in the back, are you? Does that make everybody? Or
No. See, there's 6 of us in total, including Geoffrey. So we can't. I'm
Okay.
assuming we can't all fit in the car, or can we cram in?
No, you'll have to put the spare wheel onto the van in that case.
Well, we can get some tools and come back if that's necessary.
Sorry, what's wrong with the van? Is the van just it's
I
burst a
need
tire, or
I
is
need
it
to have a look
actually
at it.
smashed more than that?
I'll just do a mechanical repair roll now to find out what I can find out.
Okay.
4.
All right. Yeah, it's got a jack and with a jack and a few minutes, it's a very simple machine. You should be able to jerry rig a repair that will get you back to town.
Are you doing that now, or are you going to take Geoffrey back and then come back and do it?
Well, if his horde
So the long-term plan. Sorry, can I just get if
Yeah.
Michael, are you planning on what do you want? Do you want to take Geoffrey back to the town and put him in the Leeward Inn? Then what?
I think I'm going to go and get the doctor and probably take him up to Keswick Sanatorium. I mean,
Right.
he's obviously in serious straits.
Okay.
No, I'm happy to either act as a bit of muscle, as it were, to help move Geoffrey as he's almost almost comatose. Because otherwise we have two ladies and a viscount who has never done a day's work in his life. So
Right.
Is everybody in this car in Geoffrey's car?
No,
Everyone can't
no,
fit
we can't.
Jeffrey's car, unfortunately.
No,
No,
just
okay, so the people that are going into it, so like Michael, Geoffrey, are they all in the car?
Michael and
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Yeah.
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 Mm.
I was going to do something crazy, but I'm not sure it probably work with people in the car.
So I'm going to turn to everybody and go, where do you want me? Do you want me to fix the van to take it back to the
I think you need
inn
to
to
fix
make
the
sure
van.
they're
I
in
think to fix that.
good with the landlady, or do we want me to help carry Geoffrey?
Well, if Michael's taking him straight to the doctor, then that's a second person to help carry him. So please, can you fix the van?
The van, of course. And
Okay.
this is going to take me about half an hour.
Takes
Michael,
about half an hour.
Michael, I know he's your brother and potentially our brother as well, but it would be quite good for you to be here. Could you get the doctor to take him to the sanatorium on his own, and you come back and join us?
why do I need to be here?
We need to go and
We need
see
to go
this
look at the
house.
house.
Don't think that needs 6 people to do it.
I think we need you. In fact, if anything, we need Geoffrey too.
Jeffrey's in no fit state to do anything at the moment, either mentally or physically, by the looks of it.
I think that this is the only answers that you're going to get. You're not going to get them out of some sanatorium. How far away is the manor house that you said? Is it walking
Couple of
distance?
miles. It'd be a long
Couple of miles.
walk, but you could walk, yes.
Well,
An hour's walk.
we'll let Jonesy fix the van, and then we'll drive there.
Okay, well, you can't get the vehicle right up to the house. There's still a half-mile walk up the
Well, we
hill.
can get it closer. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So
Right. That is Helen, Hillary, Rosa, and Jonesy are going to the house. Are you, Michael? What are you doing?
I'm torn from a story point of view, but I do think that the character
that's
would take him to Keswick Sanatorium. I can't think of any, even in his current state.
Well, sorry, I hate to say this, but Keswick isn't that big a town. It doesn't have a sanatorium.
Oh, where did the doctor? Sorry, maybe I've got the towns. Maybe I've got the towns
There's a
wrong. He said
hospital. There's a hospital, but not a
right.
sanatorium.
Okay.
Not something for mental health.
Where would be the closest? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Where would be the closest place that would have? There's going to be nowhere, is there?
No,
Yeah.
you're in the middle of the Lake District at this point. Penrith is about the same size, it's slightly larger than Keswick. That won't have a sanatorium. You'd be looking at a decent city. So literally hours away.
All right.
It would be somewhere near Manchester, I expect. I won't be up Google Maps, but it would be near a more substantial city.
Because it's got the train station, hasn't it?
Okay, you're driving. You're driving back down towards. I don't know, probably driving north towards Keswick. When Geoffrey rolled towards me and said, "You've got to go back.
He's
Take me
awake.
back."
I'll glance over at him, trying to drive with one hand and calm him down with the other. Nothing can go
Side
wrong.
of his face is starting to fall off.
Sorry, the side of his face.
Geoffrey, stop that! You're being ridiculous, Geoffrey.
Man,
What?
pull yourself together, man.
I love Michael.
Sorry. That will probably right. I need to stop the car.
Yep.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know.
No, I meant like no, sorry. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That would be. Yeah, what the hell is going on?
You've got to free me.
I'm going to turn the car around and go back.
Holding himself like this now.
All right, okay. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'll turn the car around and go back to it where everybody else is, and I'll go up to the manor.
Okay, what are you going to do with Geoffrey? Leave him in the house? Leave him in the car, sorry.
No. Oh, what? Rather than
Well, make the hike up to the house itself. You can see the others half a mile ahead of you.
just how far could I get with the car if I didn't care about the car?
A rear-wheel drive 1930s roadster driving across moorland, not very far.
They built them for a different age. Then they built them for tough conditions.
For amusement value, you may make a driving check, and if you make 5, the higher you get, the further you get. If you make 7 or more, very good. The car is still
Oh,
drivable
shit.
when you catch up with them.
Wow, your driving ability.
I just spent a lot of points.
Yeah.
Oh.
The car is grinding
Desperate.
by the time you get there. And,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's fine.
It's
So we can hear it coming.
You definitely
So
hear it coming.
we have screwed up 2 cars today. Fantastic.
Yeah, but we've gone through rational now into irrational thinking now, right?
Sorry, I missed that. This as Michael crashed.
Yeah, Michael's having a breakdown.
The car is
It's
a step
fine.
away from
Michael's
breaking
having a
down.
breakdown.
Oh, the car. No, you're driving very, very well.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, I've almost driven up to the house.
You've driven to the house.
Yeah.
He's caught up with you, yes, across that rough ground. I've allowed it. It's almost would practically be impossible, but for our
This
purposes
is why
here,
I'm
he's-
playing the
To
character
purposes.
that I'm playing in the next campaign.
The car is
Car
going
is
no
fine,
it's
you
meant to be used.
Right. And sorry, where are we? So Jonesy fixed the van, and we've got to the house. And just as we're finished walking,
well, yeah. It's like I say, you do it to the point in the on the road, which is as close to the house as you can get. It's still got a half a mile walk or so to get there.
and as we're just approaching, walking up, Michael comes driving up behind. Okay. I shall turn and look in shock.
Yeah, not as shocked as Michael is looking at the moment.
Michael's looking very shocked. You see that Geoffrey
Pale.
sat in the car, holding
Wide-eyed.
his face.
Sorry, I've got.
I
to
knew
go
he'd
again,
come
so
back.
again, back to
So can we just give Andy a second? As
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
apologies for the jump cut there. We've been trying to resolve some technical issues. As we return to the characters standing outside the house on Maiden Moor. There's no road going to it. There's no path. No sign of anything. Just the window echoing around, chilling you, and the rain soaking you. Not even a footpath. Doesn't like anyone's been here for years. It's an old stone house. Windows are shuttered.
1 story, 2 story.
2 stories.
Does it look like the picture that we've got, that family photo? And there's a stone. Which is it? Let me find it.
No,
and
it
that
doesn't.
one, the family photo. It doesn't
No.
look like.
That I think because you've asked that in a few
was-
other sessions, it was Mary's house now.
Yeah,
I
that's-
believe.
yeah.
Mary's house. That's right. So this is a nondescript stone house with 2 stories. Again, quite well placed to be concealed from lower down. It looks like perhaps it was a crofter's house. 2 stories is unusual in a location like this. There must have been a road coming up here at some point, but there's no sign of it now.
Okay.
The windows are shuttered.
Well, it doesn't look like anyone's
you
been here
think-
for years, but I think I'm going to walk round the whole of it and just look and see if
Yep.
there's any doors, and I shall then stride
There's a
off.
front. There's a front door and a back door, as you'd expect.
And everything
to have
looks
one.
locked and shuttered, and
That's right. Looks like it's been abandoned in good order.
and sorry, Geoffrey, is Geoffrey with us?
Jeffrey, I think he's
he's
still in the car.
be in the car. Yeah.
And how is he raving or? And how are
He's
you,
melting.
Yeah. No. I mean, I would have jumped out of the car and say Jeffrey's taken a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
Maybe there is something that we have to do here.
Michael?
Although what, I have no idea.
Okay. Are you
I'll
going
look
in?
up expectantly at Helen because she seems to be the rapidly leading, expert in this area.
Your beauty.
Oh, and your audio's gone again.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
He's losing sanity points from this.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just from my audio problems. That's what I'm losing sanity points from. Yeah, Helen just walks. If she could walk into the house, she'll just do it. She's
You
just
walk up
like
to the front door, turn the
Yep.
handle, it's unlocked.
I
Push the door open.
Yeah.
push the door open.
It's
And
small.
here I was taking all my resources to figure out how I was going to open these locked doors.
Oh,
Inside,
jeez.
Helen, there's a smell of dust, wood, and a strange odor. You can't quite place it. Bile?
God.
Ugh.
Fresh or stale? There is a difference.
How do you like your bile, Tom?
Neither.
We need a
Question.
quote book. We need a quote book. That is one
Yeah.
of the best I've heard in a long time.
Oh,
That is a good one.
But
oh goodness.
Oh yeah,
as-
like how new is it? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's a very good question. It's just about the
Just weird.
You would know stale.
Oh, I think Jonesy would know. If anyone's going to know,
More
it's
balls.
Jonesy.
Excuse me. I have a very solid constitution, thank you very much. Except
I'm
when I get
assuming it's
punched by a very hefty fist.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm
Is it
assuming it's
stepping-
quite dark in here.
Yes, it is dark.
I've got a torch in my handbag.
There are signs of electric lights.
There's
trying to
electricity
work.
here.
Apparently there was.
Out in the sticks as well.
Well, I shall try and turn a light on.
Doesn't work.
Okay?
There's
That
one.
would be even more freaky.
Yeah, that would be
archaeology,
freaky.
it's likely that a place like this might have had its own generator, which is now long gone.
Okay, of course, yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to be.
I'm gonna slowly, kind of, almost in a.
There's
Very
stairs. So in a
s-
small
yeah.
hallway. In front of you, there's stairs leading straight up. There's a door to your left and a door to your right.
I think
Looking through
I s-
the places that you would expect, with a sort of living area to the right and a kitchen dining room off to the left. The stairs going upstairs to 2 bedrooms. However, there are papers and books scattered all over the floor and tables on the ground floor. Sketches, scribblings, diagrams. There's a portable gas cooker. There's a mirror on the wall. There's a wireless set.
I would like to make a roll, just on a sense trouble roll, to see which way I feel should be the right direction to go. Is that something that's capable of?
Let's
Oh,
talk.
being
Yes. Yeah.
You're
why
going to
not?
sense danger roll and then go towards it.
Yeah.
That's a novel
Yep.
way of using
It's
sense
a
danger.
novel approach. I must say it's not exactly.
didn't say you had to run away.
Exactly. And sense trouble. Any target numbers?
Usual target numbers. Let's say 5.
5. Yeah, okay, I'm actually going to do that. Damn it! One
No.
shy.
Not sure. You're having a hard time with this, aren't you? Right.
I've just got to roll the
I'm
Getting
gonna
out
start-
eerie feeling.
Oh, yeah.
You notice that the radio's switched on. There's no power to it though.
Based
Are we
on
hearing the radio?
No, there's no sound. There's no power to it.
Oh, I
It
thought you
will-
said it switched on.
It,
It is
it,
switched
it,
on.
the
Oh,
switch
I
is
see.
in the on position.
Yeah.
The
I will admit, I was a little worried for a second that it was going to be
Yeah.
broadcasting noise.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to
That's
start.
is it
what
a
I thought.
maintenance one or is it an electric one or is it a battery operated one?
It's got a plug going to a socket. A lead going to a plug socket.
Is there? I'm going to start looking at some of the papers and books that are scattered around. You said there were some drawings and sketches.
All right. Ravings of a madman. You immediately is your initial thought. You see sketches, scribblings, and quasi-scientific diagrams.
Okay.
Anyone else? Helen, let's go. Hillary, what are you doing?
I am. The funny answer would be searching for booze, but I am actually going to just kind of take a look around as much of the house as I can, mostly looking for, frankly, the creepy, as we have already seen many creepy things. I would like to not be surprised by the creepy this time.
You notice the mirror on the wall. It's got a series of scratches on it.
Okay.
The scratches. You got any? What sort of? So to check your. Yeah, biology. Yeah. So the series of scratches makes almost an outline of a head, but then there's an outline almost of a second head, larger, oddly shaped. As you look in the mirror, your head fits inside the first one.
Well, I dearly hope that my head doesn't end up fitting inside the second one.
Well, if you take a step back,
Yeah.
Michael.
I was going to take a look in the mirror, embrace the, but I will probably follow Helen. She seems to have an understanding of what she's doing, and I've yet to fully embrace this insanity. So I'm going to be
Helen-
stumbling around.
I think Helen is she doesn't have any clue about what's going on. She's just following her artistic draw towards, frankly, the insane. And anything that is like in the doorways to rooms and things like that, she's standing there and she's taking either sketches or
Let's say
I
no
don't
one's
know if
going going
cameras.
upstairs yet.
Oh, sorry. Can I go upstairs? I think that's where I wanted to go.
I will be following her.
Okay.
Oh.
You start heading upstairs, so on the left side there is a box room containing some bits and pieces. On the right-hand side, there's a bedroom. You go
I
into the
think I
bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go
bedroom.
ahead. I won't tell you what you'll do.
No. I was going into the bedroom, so carry on.
Looking around, you see something on the windowsill. It's a knife.
I think I'm
You
gonna.
recognise it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture before I even pick it up. I don't know if my camera has flash. I can't remember what advancement the camera has at this point, but probably not. So just a regular darkish photo. But then I think she's gonna pick it up and perhaps in a very creepy way turn towards Michael, not intentionally creepy, but just in that kind of she's off in fairyland. She's just holding this knife, and she goes, "I found a knife."
Uh,
Michael, when you
Lovely.
look in the box room,
Yeah.
there's a shovel in there.
I think
Do you remember your dream?
everything.
Yeah, I remember my dream, but I was the one having been buried, wasn't I?
My bad, I've got the wrong person. Who was carrying a shovel? The shovel means nothing to you.
The shovel means nothing to you.
I think
Just,
I
there
had
is a
the
shovel in there.
I think
I
I
will
had
g-
the shovel. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Jonesy
Um,
had the shovel. I was one of the
Rosa.
dancers, I think, with Hillary.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
cutting with the
I
knife.
I was buried in the soil. Anyway, in any event, I will grab the shovel and say, in response to Helen saying, "I found a knife. I found a shovel."
I found a rock.
I found the ravings of a lunatic.
I mean, I actually
Andy,
found
you're
a
studying
creepy
these. Do you
mirror.
have any physics?
God, no.
You can make no head nor sense of it. There's writing, there's what looks like mathematical calculations. You remember vaguely from when you were a child, but some of it's quite extraordinary gobbledygook as far as you're concerned.
I have physics.
There's lots of
Yeah.
numbers. Hillary, look at this. There's lots of numbers. I think this is maths, but I've never seen a calculation with 23 different digits in it. And
Well, what's more to the point is
And
you haven't
brackets.
seen calculations with Greek letters in them, I expect.
and they can't draw, they can't write. Actually, no, but I think I might know what Greek is. I'm an archaeologist. I know it's got Greek letters. I recognise those.
Yes, but you don't recognise that you're looking at quite advanced quadratic equations and similar, which Hillary, when you look at the papers, you do recognise that there's a lot of fairly advanced. You're looking through and you can see in actual fact there's circuit diagrams. And as you sort of put them together, you can see there's quite a complicated circuit being described here, with a lot of maths beside it.
Hmm.
Do you know what it is, Hillary?
By the way, sorry, it's not doing it, which is annoying. But you're suddenly finding
We
a
can hear
static sound really quite irritating.
Well, it
Oh.
appears to be some kind of circuit.
What is a circuit? And Chris, just to be clear, are we now starting to hear static again?
You are. The radio's producing static.
And sorry, who can? I can hear that, and Hillary can hear that.
Anyone who's downstairs can hear it.
Oh, goody.
And as you two start to come downstairs, you hear it.
Oh, did we find power?
No. Jonesy, did you
Rosa,
find her? You're muted, Tom, by the way.
Yeah, I'm afraid not. Although I haven't been looking for a generator. Maybe I should.
That radio's making static noise, but there's no. If I'll go flick the light switch again. Does it still not turn on?
No, it still doesn't turn on.
But that's making noise.
That is
Rose-
disconcerting.
Rosa,
Yes.
I found this. I think it's yours. She hands Rosa the knife.
Holds out the knife. It's definitely the one from your dream.
Well, let's put that somewhere safe, and I'll take it and put it in my handbag.
And then something that won't fit into your handbag. And I found this shovel upstairs for some
Smash
reason.
that radio! Hit that radio! Stop this static noise!
There's probably just a residual battery or something. Have you tried turning it off?
I will
No.
get up and try and turn it off.
No, I didn't think of that.
I will try and flick the radio off.
Oh my gosh.
That's
The
it goes.
solution
So funny,
presents
and it
itself.
turns off. It turned off. That's fantastic. And it comes back on again.
But then it starts again.
Yeah.
Then it starts again,
Oh.
Yeah.
and it's still off.
Hillary,
Yes.
you're looking at the. You're thinking about what you've looked at. These this circuit diagram,
Mm-hmm.
and after fiddling with the radio, and the radio still seems to be on in spite of it not having any power and being switched off. When you look back at it, you have a slight epiphany. You're thinking on the wrong scale. You're thinking of a circuit like the sort of thing you have in a radio.
Mm-hmm.
You suddenly realise this is an electrical circuit diagram representing something that's about a foot across. This is using some other medium. This could be miles across. These are tunnels under the ground. Almost like a
Hillary
map.
is going to like kind of stumble for a second, and like this realization is going to kind of send him reeling for a moment, just from the sheer scale of what this implies. Sorry to interrupt.
That's right.
Are you saying this at all about this being a map?
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Right, now listen,
say-
just a quick note to you guys. I'm going to try something. If it doesn't work or it's silly, we can cut it out, all right?
Okay.
From the radio.
Hello. Something working here.
That's working.
It's working. What was that?
Hello.
It's coming from the radio.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm going to grab the spade and hit the radio like somebody suggested earlier.
Okay.
You hit the radio
Yep.
and smash it to pieces.
Yep.
And the voice comes again. This time, I better switch. This time from the very walls of the house.
Okay. Okay.
Careful with that.
Give me back the shovel. Give me back the shovel.
I'm out the door at this point.
James. Okay. Right.
Sorry, I need to switch between them a little bit more.
Yeah. So
It's very
I
effective. Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Can I take some sanity rolls, please?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I'm also taking a sanity roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I definitely failed.
Do I
on
need
that
to?
one.
I'm fully embracing this.
You still need to make the sanity check.
Yeah,
So-
that's
so I
very
should
true.
make
Is
one
it
as well.
stability or
Stability.
sanity?
Stability. Sorry.
Oh, so
Oh yeah,
stability.
stability. Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm all right. I think.
Am I right on a 5?
How did
Am
you
I
do
on
that?
to the 1?
Anyone who didn't
One.
get 4 or more. Let's see.
Good.
Okay.
God.
But there is more to be lost here.
So if you don't get 4 or more,
Re-roll.
you lose 3 points of stability.
That is correct.
Okay.
Has anyone hit 0?
Not yet.
So if you if you succeeded, you don't take anything. No.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then no. Still at 1.
And yeah. Why my
Yeah, what?
stability went up to
You
7?
made it or failed? Tom.
So for some reason my stability jumped back up to 10, but I was on 3, so I failed. So I've lost 3 points. I'm on
Right. In that
0.
case, you mark your sanity as down by 1 point.
Okay.
And likewise, Michael.
Hey.
Done.
And we need to decide what is your reaction. You, Tom, said that Jonesy was running out the door. You run out the door into the rain and just start running across the.
Yep. In fact, no. Do you know what? I'm going to run to the car and see if I can. I can't drive, but I'm going to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to pick up the shovel. Yeah,
No,
I
I've
will
got.
have, yeah.
I've still got the shovel.
Wait, old boy, leave the shovel.
You didn't drop the shovel in your haste to leave?
No. No.
It's a weapon. No.
Yes.
I was going to start hitting the walls with the shovel.
Too late.
Well,
Sorry.
Now we have no shovel with which to hit the walls.
Am I okay to do an action, Chris, or do you still need to know
What actually do you want to say? Michael's just starting to smash the walls, smash at the walls, shouting, "Come out! Come out wherever you are!"
I'm going to turn. Is Hillary still with it?
Hillary, you still with
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I'm
My stability has dropped to 3.
I'm going to say
Okay.
to Helen and Hillary, do either of you know how to use a gun?
I in fact do know how to use a gun.
I shall
Of course you
produce
would.
a lady's revolver from my handbag.
Wow.
No.
I
No,
don't know what I was expecting when you said gun,
Chris,
but
I don't.
we'll take what we can get.
Right, I don't know if this requires preparedness rolls, but right from the start, it's not. It's noted in my notes, not on my character sheet, because Rosa was up at an antiques fair buying some antique guns.
Yeah, okay.
She's got 2 pistols on her. One is an antique lady's revolver with a 5-shot revolver with it's got 5 bullets and that's it. And she's got a
Okay.
4-shot Derringer.
Okay. Very
And
good.
I shall offer Helen the knife.
That's yours. As she takes the knife.
I'll lend it to you, my dear.
Rosa, as the older sibling, please get them under control.
Wow.
Who are you?
It's me, Jack, your father.
Dad?
Thumbs back, hammer on revolver.
What's going on, Dad?
The time is nearly come. Look at me.
To do what?
He will soon be joining me onto the ground. And in the coming year, you will all join me onto the ground.
It's
Why
actually slightly
tell
difficult
would
to
we
understand.
do that, old bean?
Why
In the
do
coming
we
The
want to go
power.
underground?
You don't understand the power we can be together, swimming through the earth. And we can destroy the 8 things constructed that we wish to. Then we did 200 years ago. Or we did 100 years ago. So we'll do soon.
It's getting a little bit hard.
Is at this point you realise that that ties in roughly with the 2 ruined villages that you found.
I didn't catch any of that.
So it's okay.
Yeah,
No,
it's starting to get garbled.
Yeah. It was fine to start with. It's like, so he said in a year
said-
we'll all turn, and then in
He said,
100.
within the next year, you will all join me, and then we will tear down the eight things structures, even as we did 100 years ago and 100 years before that.
But why?
I'm going to shoot the mirror. I don't know why. It seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
You
Go
shoot
for
the
it.
mirror. Very good. No roll required. That's fairly easy to do.
Does that put us
Why?
in?
Because we inherit the earth, not them. If Geoffrey's time is upon him, you must take him to the stone circle. Perform the ritual he has seen. Otherwise, he will die there. As will you. When your time
So-
comes.
Do we need to do the ritual to not die?
Be reborn.
So, if you've got to do the ritual, who's the youngest of us? Is it Hillary?
That's right.
So then, who's going to perform the ritual on Hillary if the rest of us have been reborn?
There are the twins. There are
Yes.
others.
Lisa and Bethany. Though
I don't think I want to go and live under the ground.
Wonderful.
I don't believe I want to either. Distinct lack of alcohol under the ground, old bean.
this is going a tad too far, perhaps.
Make your decisions you need to. But I look forward to swimming with you.
Sorry, Chris, say that bit again.
And the radio goes dead.
What did you say?
Make your decisions as you need to. Then I look forward to swimming with you.
Forward to swimming.
Oh, not use that thing anymore. But
Yeah, no. It's very good. It seems to get more distorted as you do a longer sentence.
Yeah.
We should get Jonesy. He's going to get lost out there. I go out to the front door and yell for him. Jonesy!
Did you go to the car? Haven't you just gone to the car?
Yeah, I got to the car and I'm trying to get it started, even though I don't know how to drive.
And Michael
I can
has the
fix it.
key.
I can't drive it. Yeah.
okay, right, yeah. You started to try and start it. You're trying to work out how to start it, but you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
There's
So-
something about a key you think, but you're not sure.
Yeah.
Hillary,
And isn't
you-
Geoffrey in the car?
Geoffrey is in the car, yes.
Yeah.
No, Geoffrey isn't in the car.
He was, but he's not anymore.
Geoffrey's skin may be in the car.
Oh, boo.
No, where
Puddle
there's-
that used to be Geoffrey might be in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, if I can't drive the car, it's at least give me a little bit of breathing room. But I didn't hear that voice at all, did I?
No, you didn't.
um,
I'm just gonna lock the doors if I can and sit there.
I'm
Hillary,
going to assume that you can, yes.
Yeah.
Hillary, you said this drawing here, this circuit diagram. You said it's a map.
Well, not just a map. It's a circuit and a map. This
This
is
is-
something.
It is. It's a circuit diagram. It's a transmitter of some sort, presumably what he's using to talk to you.
Yes.
Is the house marked on it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
What year is this again? Or roughly?
1995.
30. Yes, correct.
Okay, hang on just a sec.
Something else occurs to me. Wasn't there like a mass destruction event that happened in this area not
Yeah,
too
that's
long?
what. That's what.
like,
Yeah. So that's what he was saying is that we'll tear down all the buildings like we did 100 years
Yeah,
ago
yeah.
and 100 years before that.
my question for that though is that also within this circuit?
Ah, good question.
No, it doesn't seem to be tied to that.
Hmm.
But now you're thinking about it, you have saw while you were pointing through the notes, Rosa. You were pointing through it, getting confused by the maths. You start tearing through paperwork, and you find a journal. You'd find a book called The Great Cycle.
Okay, I shall pick it up.
Nobody can stop it. Every century, his brethren beneath the soil rise to reclaim the land. They tear apart the humans and their bricks and their children. And soon they will rise again.
Sorry, this is a journal that someone's written in, or a book that some
A journal. Sorry, it's something that Jack's written.
sounds Jack's written. Okay.
Jack must have written before he disappeared.
Are you saying this out loud as you're reading it?
Oh,
or...
I'm reading it out loud, just to
Yeah.
really help.
I don't.
Well, that's
I-
disquieting.
I don't think we should
Helen.
be hurting people.
Helen, as you're looking at the drawings in these, there's quite a lot of drawings. It occurs to you that there are many pictures of these monsters that you've seen before. The worm-like things with arms. And in each of them you notice that there's a sort of dark towards the bottom. And at first you think it's just sort of his artistic style, which isn't very good. But after looking at a few of them, you start to think that maybe there's something represented deeper beneath the earth.
What, in the pictures or actually? Okay. Can I try collecting a bunch of these pictures and trying to just figure out what it is?
No, it's very hazy and indistinct. In each of the pictures, only by looking at the aggregate of the picture, you start to think that there's maybe something represented something deeper. As he draws these things on the ground.
there's something here. She starts showing. She'll try and even bring Michael into this, even though he's been smashing the place up. So like,
He's
Mike,
prob-
listen.
He's probably got bloodied fists now, and he's still.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look. Look. I know that this is all of this is absolutely insane, but there has to be some logic to it. There must be some thread that we can follow. This isn't all chaos. It must make sense. Look, there's
I
something
don't want
beneath
it
the
to make
earth.
sense. I want to
Okay.
try and find a way
What
to
I
stop
want
it.
to do, you guys keep talking amongst yourselves. Michael,
Yeah.
could you just jump into the GM chat voice for a second?
Or Chris, or if you want to do it a different
Yeah.
way so it's recorded, we'll take headsets off. Yeah, and then you wave at us when you want us to come back.
Okay, everyone everyone on headsets here? Everyone please
Yeah.
take your headsets off.
Yeah.
Michael, you have been pounding at the walls. You have been frantically running around, smashing things in this house. You're exhausted. Suddenly occurs to you, why isn't your heart pounding? You can't find your pulse. Then you look at your knuckles. Well, your knuckles should be bleeding. They're not bleeding. The skin's cracked away, showing something else underneath. Right, everyone else can come back in now. Okay? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Helen's showing everybody these pictures and going, "There's something beneath the earth. Maybe if we start investigating."
If there's something beneath the
Mi-
earth,
Michael is going to hold his hand up and like pull his sort of skin off and go, "I'm not feeling very well."
What?
Okay, great. I'm sorry to say, but this is not a picture I actually have put into the thing. So I'm going to put it in Discord, and you'll have to paste it in or something, Andy. I'll put it in.
Casually pulling your skin off your hand.
not sure I want to
I
see
didn't
that.
expect that. I didn't expect that to happen.
Well,
Where's Chris Games? Chris Games. Here we go. I'm just going to paste a picture for you into the Chris Games section.
Not sure I want to see this picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
fun. I'm gonna go ahead and make another
Everyone can
stability
now make.
roll.
Yes, that's a 4-point stability roll, please.
Right.
I think I'm glad I'm in the car and not
Yeah,
seeing
I
Right.
was
this.
going to say Josie's
Um,
fine.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out a way of. Yeah, hang on a sec.
Sorry
I
about
don't
that. I
think-
did not think that picture was going to be necessary.
Yeah.
I don't think
Did I
two
just-
aspirin is going
Oh, I
to
got
solve
6
this
seconds.
particular problem.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What's stability target number? What?
5. It's a mythos shot.
5.
Target number 5. Oh well, there's no.
Yes.
I'll just roll it. So I just roll my stability. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Come join me, Hillary.
Remember to score yourself negative numbers. Remember, you can go down to -12. Okay, it's when you're below 0, you take some sort of shock, like running away or something like, or going berserk or something. It's when you get to below -6, you start to become really impaired.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I mean, you're impaired at 0, but you're more impaired at -6. If you ever get to -12, you're irrevocably insane.
yeah. How much damage? I guess how much stability did I just lose?
You just
Failing
lost
that.
4.
Okay,
Actually,
I'm at -1.
right. Okay, you lose 1 point of sanity rather than stability, and you have some kind of reaction to it. You can choose because you've done Cthulhu type things enough, but you're in the realms of temporarily losing control, running away, freezing, going catatonic.
I am going to also flee the building and join Jonesy in the car.
The doors are
He's not
locked.
gonna.
Are you still carrying a gun?
I will shoot
Yes, he
one of
is.
the windows to break the window.
Okay, right.
And then
So he.
unlock the car from
Oh
the
my
inside.
god!
Oh, I'm so glad I bought guns.
Oh no!
Oh.
I can just
Okay.
see Jones
Go wrong.
with his shovel, like, waiting
Yeah.
like, in the car, just like when the
Here
gun
he comes
gets.
out with a gun.
Oh no.
Normally, I would just, use the gun and hit the window to break it. But like, I'm just look. I need to get in,
Want to get in
and
the car? Yeah.
gun is here. Pull trigger.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, so I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. Just I think our best managers. What are you doing? Who's left in the house?
I think it's
What are
me
you
and
doing?
Rosa that are.
You and Rosa. What are you and Rosa doing?
Well, me, Rosa, and Michael, but me and Rosa are the only sane people here. And that's
Ma-
saying something.
Maybe Helen would like to draw a picture of my hand. Look,
That's not gonna last very long.
Do you know what? I think Helen just stands and looks at Michael for a very long time and doesn't do anything, and she's just looking at him and looking at his hand and then looking at him. And then she looks at Rosa and she says, I don't think that this is a train we can get off of. So let's see where the tracks lead. Perhaps we should go to the circle and find out what's under the ground and see if we can help
Well,
Geoffrey and Michael. She tries to.
Hillary's run away, but did Hillary drop the circuit diagram that's a map?
Well, he dropped the circuit diagram. If the circuit diagram's on multiple pieces of paper, it's all over the place. You can't really make head or tail of it.
Oh, we need Hillary to try and work out where a way into the tunnels.
It's.
No, Hillary thought they were deep underground.
Oh.
Chris, I'm going to walk outside and plunge my hand into the soil where worms should live.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It feels right when you do that, but your hand doesn't go in easily.
I don't want us to begin this cycle again if this is what we're due for. We should stop it. We should definitely stop this. They'll listen to you, Rosa, if you tell them. I think that from the sounds of it, Hillary's just shot the car.
I shot the window out, that's all.
I shall go out and say,
Right, so let's say you're all back at the car.
Yeah, we go out.
Geoffrey has walked back to the stone circle.
okay, I'm just going to say to Hillary, I think you finished with that, and I shall take the pistol off him if he lets me.
Okay.
Is he letting me?
Yeah, I'll let you.
Okay. Helen, you want to go back to the stone circle?
Yes. Do we know that Geoffrey's gone back to the stone circle, by the way?
Can we see
Like,
him
is that
walking in
something
that direction?
we can see, like, up
Yeah.
the hill? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I point and I say, that's where Geoffrey is. I don't think we're going to be able to stop it. As I say, it's not a train we can get off of. Just follow the tracks.
I don't want to go and cut. I don't want to go and
I don't
cut
think
him
we should. I
across
think we should find a way
the
to
throat, shoulders, and ankles.
stop it. I don't think going backwards is going to help.
Okay. Because we're going. How long did everyone go on tonight?
No, I'm
I don't
good for
mind.
another half hour if you need to.
Yeah.
I'm good
I-
for a while.
Although, to be honest, it's a nice point to do it if we're
It's
all
a good point.
trudging
Let's
up.
it's a good point to stop. Next session is likely to be quite short. It is going to be literally one scene. It's just where you decide what all to do.
Yeah.
Do you want to
All
try and do
right.
that now?
Yeah.
Chris, I have got
Yeah.
I have got 7 points of first aid. Do you think there's anything I can do with my hand?
He's crazy enough. He'll try it.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go and
Just
join my
plasters on it.
brother.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's just roll on.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Let's
all
go,
up
shit.
to the stone circle. You've
Yep.
all got the bits and pieces that you told. You're soaked to the bone. Geoffrey has lain down in the middle of the stone circle.
Let's find another way. Let's dig. We've got a shovel. Let's dig the ground. See if there's anything there. On the pictures, there was something in the pictures.
In your dream, what did you do with the knife?
I don't want to do what I did with the knife. I cut his throat, his ankles, and his shoulders.
To release the creature within.
I don't know.
The ground feels right. We should release my brother and then me.
I don't know. I think that's the way to make the cycle begin again. We don't want the cycle to begin again, do we? All these people will die. All those people down in that village. All the houses will come down again.
I won't do anything like that.
Helen thinks about that for a moment.
Right. I have a skill, an interpersonal ability called Assess Honesty.
Oh. I wouldn't do anything like that.
So you genuinely believe that? You don't think you're lying? So I don't think he's lying to me, Chris. Just to be clear.
He doesn't hit.
No,
No,
I think
I don't think he's lying.
I think.
I'm also not sure interpersonal skills generally work on other player characters.
Okay,
but,
right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Fine.
But sorry. So I don't want to do it.
It's quite an easy thing to do. As a doctor, I've cut into people many times before. I can talk you through it.
I don't doubt that you could. That doesn't mean I want to do it.
What about if you did it, but it was, like a play, like theatre. It's not real. You don't actually cut him. Make the motions or something.
As you're arguing this point in the rain, suddenly you hear a scream from Geoffrey as he writhes and more of his skin splits open. Quick! He shouts.
Somebody start digging.
Sure. Am I digging a grave or just a hole?
It's
Just
not a
get on with
grave. It's a bassinet.
Right. Even a toe like this, he can't bloody stop showing off.
Yeah, sorry, a baby sort of baby crib.
Small. I'm going to start digging a actual bassinet-sized hole. Yep. So big enough for a baby, not big enough for a man.
Right, you dig a small hole.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
digging a small
Meanwhile,
hole. Yeah, shallow
Right.
grave for a baby.
I think I'm
We're
rapidly.
gonna try it, otherwise it's gonna die.
I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion. Rosa is coming to the conclusion. She's the only sane one here
Probably.
because
Pretty close.
others are.
I'm not even on the insanity tracker yet, and I'm already.
Yeah, Helen seems to be embracing it. Michael has completely lost it, as has Geoffrey. Hillary and Hillary
Jonsey.
and Jonesy have both.
Jonesy.
I'm not sure. They've both run away at points and done some bad things.
I'm just at the minute. I'm just following instructions.
I'm just
Yep,
going
that's it.
to turn and run away down the hill.
okay.
Fair enough.
What are the rest of you doing?
Following instructions and digging a shallow grave.
Right, okay. You
I-
dig a shallow grave.
Yeah.
I scream and run after. I say no and run after Rosa.
Okay.
Right.
I I'm going to intercept Helen and let Rosa continue fleeing.
What?
Okay.
So Jonesy, I would help, but I'm unable to hold a shovel at the moment.
Oh, you're fine over there. It's not a problem. I'm used to this sort of work. You obviously have nice, soft hands.
You're a very good
Okay.
man, thank you.
Because they're worms.
I would offer you a cup of tea, but I don't seem to have any on me.
All right.
Whiskey?
I think
Gin?
Nick, Hillary, you try to intercept Helen. Hillary, you can each make us. You each need to make me a difficulty 4 scuffling check.
Oh God. Scuffling.
Where'd that end up?
There you go. So he got 8. I got 4.
Okay. He managed to grab hold of right. So you did make a success. I'm not going to make a big thing of adjudicating this. He did a lot better. So
Yeah.
he's able to grab you by your foot, and you go tumbling onto the heather, giving Rosie quite a substantial lead before you get going.
I said
Rosie,
to her,
you're just running.
She's got the knife.
To be clear, Chris, I'm running back to the truck because I also have the knife and the car and the truck key.
Okay. Right. You run away. What do you do? We are going to close this off now.
Yeah.
Are the others? No one. I get to the truck unmolested.
No one's behind you.
So I wasn't sure. I thought Helen was still going to try. I wasn't sure. No. Okay.
I think me and Hillary are probably arguing and scuffling.
Hillary's kind of holding down. You can see on the hill that Hillary's holding her.
I thought I was going to actually have to use my I actually have the skill fleeing. I thought I was actually going to have to use it.
I thought you were as well. Nick ruined it.
No, that was absolutely fine.
Oh,
Right. When I get to the truck,
Yep.
I drive. I get to the truck, and I drive. Back to. I think I drive all the way back to. Where's the train station? Is it actually in Keswick? I'm
Yes.
going to drive to the train station in Keswick, and get. I'm leaving whatever belongings I left in the Mainstay Inn or whatever, and
Right.
also I'm not packing my stuff in the hotel we were in Keswick.
Okay.
And I'm just going to get on the first train south.
Okay. You go on. Right.
And
The rest of you.
when he gets to Southampton, he's going to keep going. He's going to keep going.
Okay.
I know. Actually, when I get at some point, a little addendum. Actually, no. Actually, it'll be an addendum at the end. Sorry. Carry on.
Let me just. The rest of you, I think we're moving towards the conclusion here. You all listen to Geoffrey as he turns into this extraordinary and strange monster. Sadly, Michael, you're not too far behind him. But unfortunately, without the knife to free you from your human shackles, you melt into the ground, but not as a cogent whole, but as a dead monster. And all that's left on the surface is skin. You three, that is to say, Helen, Hillary, and Jonesy, witness this. You quite possibly go madder and flee the scene. What do you do in the long term now, once you've recovered yourselves? Do you die of exposure on the moors? Go back to the house? And the important question is, in a year's time, do you come back?
I guy of exposure on the moors. I basically just like find a good spot to sit, and then I just keep drinking until the wilds take me.
Helen goes back to the house and absolutely just fills the house and the walls with completely surreal, horrific drawings of what's just happened and what she
Beautiful.
thinks will happen to all of us over the next couple of years of this sloughing off the skin and the phrase do not repeat the cycle over and over again.
And Jonesy?
Whilst talking to Dad.
Yeah. Jonsey is going to continue doing what he does in that he's walking the road, but he's constantly talking about what he's seen. He's also going to be like giving warnings to stay away from this place. There's monsters, and he's either going to go back in the year's time. He just feels a draw to it, or somebody's going to get him into a sanatorium, and he'll be in a padded cell in a straitjacket.
You would find yourselves ostracized more and more as you start to give such warnings. People think you're crazy. I don't think, as a gentleman of the road, you would be put in a sanatorium because someone has to pay for you to go into a sanatorium.
Good point, yes.
So you are more and more ostracized on the road, and a bare shell of a man, 2 years later, as you're one of the youngest, you return.
Yeah.
And perhaps fulfill your destiny.
Yeah, the images are just there. The only way to get them out of his head would be to complete the ritual.
Okay. Well, the twins are there to help.
Oh God, Rosa. Rosa, what Rosa will do is, she will. Bruce was quite right. She will get to Southampton, and she won't stop. She will hire a boat, a fisherman's boat or something like that, to go out to sea, and then she will throw the knife into the sea. Yeah.
And a year later,
and the notebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then she will then go back to home, back to her old life, hoping this was all just a weird episode. But she will she will keep those two pistols on her at all times, and then in a year's time, because she's the next oldest, as her skin, she feels the draw or her skin starts to, she refuses to go back. She'll fight against it, not go back. But when she starts to feel something start to happen with her skin,
the heart stops is the first symptom.
Okay, well that's going to be a problem for her, because what she was going to do was blow her brains out. And shoot herself.
You can still do that.
I know, but you're still.
Jeffrey,
Jeffrey,
the heart stops.
But you keep going.
Yeah. But she hadn't realised that. So she shoots herself in the head. Does she die?
Right. Oh yes.
Oh yes. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So she does succeed in stopping herself converting.
And finally, yes, she does. And finally, Helen, you having finished your redecoration of the maiden house, what do you do?
Does Jonesy return to in the years after, and it's the twins that are helping? I think Helen's almost like this whispered about strange figure now that is occasionally seen up on the moors, and she goes to this ritual site every year, but doesn't take part in it. She's watching from like the outskirts, and she's still trying to take pictures with her camera, probably even though there's no film left in it, and taking pictures, sketches and things like that, specifically of the twins, with like question marks next to them, like what to do, what to do. And I think obviously she's not one of the youngest. I think she was a middle child. So at
She's
some
third
point
youngest.
she also
Yeah. So you,
I
yeah, you don't
yeah.
see any of the others come back before you suddenly feel the drawing
Yeah.
and the urge to go back yourself.
Yeah, I think she does go back. I think she's not brave enough, or not brave enough. She's not got that inclination to take care of herself, as it were. She goes back to the stones, not knowing what to do. She just goes to the stones and waits.
There are twins and the two strangers there. They seem to have found another knife. And so you and Jonesy join Jack under the ground. And we'll come back to what happened to them perhaps later in the campaign.
Oh God, right.
Oh no!
Perhaps.
I thought you were going to say it was the same knife and it had been retrieved somehow.
Well, maybe.
Same knife, different knife. It's exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Holy shit.
That was The Dance in the Blood
That was
by
great.
Pelgrane Press, and that's the end of it. So that hopefully closes things off in a satisfactory manner. And I hope in due course I will be running another of the scenarios from the same set, another purist
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Trail of Cthulhu adventure.
I'd love to play Helen again.
Right. You won't be playing Helen
You won't
again.
be playing Helen again.
No, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thank
all.
you,
That was
Chris.
a
Thank you.
nice game.